Be blessed, black people. Now, before I begin, I want to bring up something. I saw the cutest video of a young girl, child, maybe 1, 2 years old, and she was repeating after her mother, and she was saying, "Hi, baby girl. Hi, baby girl." That was cute. Following that, I saw videos of young black girls, 2 years old, and they were getting smart with their mothers. They were getting smart with their fathers. That was not cute. That was a foreshadow of things to come. That was a foreshadow of things to come. There was a time on TV where they always portrayed black women as doing stuff, shaking their hands and doing stuff like that. And then other black women copied this because they thought that this is what they were supposed to do. Or shall I say, this is what black women do. All of these are signs of social conditioning. But when you are socialized to do something that is not in your best interest, it is brainwashing. When you repeat actions that you see on TV that are not in your best interest and you believe them and you act them out, that is brainwashing. When you do things that are not in your best interest, you have been deceived. Atlanta Housewives, Basketball Housewives, Love and Hip Hop, Doctors' Wives are all used to create millions of Brittany Renners, black women unfit to be housewives, destroying the cornerstone of the black family, season after season after season of these unprofessional, ratchety, selfish gold diggers being portrayed as housewives. No housewife would act like these women. No housewives would be in relation. Most housewives will not be in relationships with men of these means. If you've watched any of Kevin Samuel's show, he has told you the percentage of men that make over $100,000 a year. And I think it's maybe less than 10% of men earning that kind of money. But in show after show after show of shows similar to Housewives of Atlanta, that show has been on TV for 16 seasons, 16 years. What are these young women duplicating? What actions are they duplicating? They are duplicating the actions of these women who are doing, and they are believing this to be true and acceptable behavior for women who are housewives. Nothing can be further from the truth. And it is my opinion that these type of shows, particularly using black women and betraying black women in such a way, is for the purpose of destroying the black family. Let me give you another example. I saw a TikTok or a video, And this woman told her daughter, okay, get ready, I'm gonna take a picture. And her daughter did this. Please. Where did her daughter get that from? She was acting out what she sees. And she felt that this was the proper way to take a picture. I'm not saying it was wrong or right. I'm saying that children learn through imitation. And these shows, like Atlanta Housewives, is what creates millions and millions of Brittany Renners. And they do this season after season after season. And it is not by mistake that all these shows use black women. They don't use white women because white women do not imitate black women. Black women imitate black women. And that is why they have so many of these shows and so few of these shows. Only one I can think of where they use white women, and they aren't as ratchety as the black women are on their shows. And understand this. A child who starts watching these shows at an early age because their parents may be watching it, and she watches it, and that child watches it. And this show is going on for 16 years. This show, she can watch this show from the age of 8 to 24. She can watch this show from 5 till 21 and start watching reruns. And after all these years of watching these shows, she's going to do what? She's going to imitate what she sees. She's going to imitate what she sees. And these shows create millions and millions and millions of Brittany Renners, women not fit to be mothers and housewives. And this is what Kevin Samuels was up against. When I first saw Kevin Samuels, I disagreed with him. I didn't disagree with what he was saying. I disagreed with the way he came across. But then I understood after binge watching him, and I watched about for about 5 or 6 hours, I realized and I saw the frustration that he was dealing with because these women were so far away from reality, it didn't even make sense. Women with nothing wanting high-earning men, trying to find out how to get a high-earning man, and they had no housewife potential. They would not be good wives or good mothers. And they were feminists. A lot of them were feminists. They had the degrees, but they had no experience of being a wife and a mother. And then a lot of the women who acquiesced and decided they wanted to be a wife and mother, they had no experience of being a wife and a mother. They just wanted to get out of that man's world where they did not belong. And now they became lost. But let me bring up Brittany Renner again, because after having the baby and divorcing the basketball player that she was with, she had the audacity to make a video talking about him and calling him dumb and saying that she played him. And she made a video on this. How do you think black men perceive this? What if black men made videos talking about I married this black woman and how she cleans the house, she works, cleans the house, and all I do is go out and cheat on her? I mean, you figure it out. See, but my main point that I want to make is that TV is used for brainwashing. And you shouldn't, and if you've been brainwashed by TV, you shouldn't be ashamed of yourself because they are good at brainwashing. The first movie ever made was the first movie ever made was A Lie, and it portrayed black men as rapists, murderers, and lazy good-for-nothings. It portrayed black men as white men. And the movie was shown all over the world. And I bring this, I can't think of the name of the movie, but I'm bringing it up to say that the movie was made in 1914. This is 2024. And the white power structure has developed lies to almost a point of perfection. They are good at creating false narratives that will brainwash you and have you doing things that are not in your best interest. You see, when truth is shown on TV, truth is always in your best interest. You're going to learn from it, even if it hurts. But when you start doing things that are not in your best interest, you are going to hurt yourself. And black women, some have come up with this idea of that they should date white men, divestors. They should date white men. The creators of shows like Atlanta Housewives designed to do what? Break up the black family. Understand this. Who were the men lynching and raping black women? They were white men. Black women are coming up missing. 1,000 a month are coming up missing with no trace of where they've gone or either who they're with. Because in a lot of these cases, these young girls are meeting these white men on the internet, and they are listening to these divestors and sneaking off to meet Ku Klux Klansmen and other white supremacists, unsuspecting. Brainwashing teaches you to do things that are not in your best interest. Let's go back to Brittany Renner. The basketball player that she married and had his child, he married her because he wanted to do what? Provide and protect. And she played him because of that. She left a man that was in her best interest and wanted to provide for her best interest. Therefore, she was brainwashed. Let me go on to say about Kevin Samuels. Kevin Samuels was deleted because he was destroying the brainwashing. Then you have this guy, Dr. Jordan Peterson. He's replaced Kevin Samuels. I shouldn't say replace, but he's just repeating Kevin Samuels' message. A lot of white content creators are repeating Kevin Samuels' content to white young women so that they do not fall into the trap that black young women have fallen into. They've also used the feminist movement to break up the black family. And a lot of black women, after realizing their mistakes, They want to get out of a man's world, but they are not housewife material. They are not mother material. And let me say this, passport brothers were created by shows like Atlanta Housewives, Basketball Housewives, shows that have brainwashed black women against black men who only wanted to provide and protect as best they could in this racist, white, supremacist society. Now, if black women, if you're going to be a divestor, you are saying that the United States is not a racist society and that it is safe for you to date a white man over a black man. Because this is the narrative that they're trying to promote now on YouTube, Twitter, and on TV. That black women, you can trust white men. But black women are coming up missing more so than ever. Why? Because they are trusting where at one time they were suspicious of. I'm not asking that you agree with me. I'm asking that you think about what I'm saying. My goal is to lead you to the spiritual waters of truth. And when you become thirsty, then you will know where to find the water. But some people that are brainwashed, they are beyond hope. They are beyond help. All I can say is be blessed, people, and let's just keep on getting on. Like and subscribe. Talk to you later.